coaches for South Africa, the South African team, came to the United States. Rugby was amateur at the time, and he came to the United States to try out for the Dallas Cowboys as a punter. And he didn't make it as a punter, but they kept his green card for a year, so he played as the All-Stars in the North. I was the fly half All-Stars from the South. Got to play against like the Michael Jordan of rugby of all time. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So
That's awesome.
I've had some good times. Yeah, that's why I need new hips.
Well, fair enough.
That is why, yeah, you probably need to do that.
Yeah,
So,
needed.
I want to start off with just a brief introduction. I'm
Okay.
probably going to do it a couple different times.
Sure, no problem.
Introduce yourself, your position, what company you work for, and if you'll tie in the fact that you're local, Southern Illinois, Marion, whatever you like.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that we're talking about that specifically.
All right.
Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yeah, my name's Paul Roth. I've been in Marion since the year 2000, and my daughter's gone to school here. We're a local guy, and one of the things that I've done all my life is owned a business, so I understand small business owners. I'm a producer for Freedom Brokers, and we're focusing on the Legacy of Love right now. One of the things that the Legacy of Love does is make sure that whatever you do is given to the next generation. It's one of the things that's exciting about our age is we've done what we've had to do. We've had the fun that we're going to have. Hey, maybe it's time to take the trophy out and polish it up a little bit and pass it on to the next generation. And that's what we do with the Legacy of Love. We make sure that the next generation has the same opportunities, the same excitement, the same America that we've had. Maybe you've been in the stock market long enough. Hey, take some of the risk off. Let's put some of that money somewhere else besides a CD. CDs get you absolutely nothing. Really don't. They get you 0.25%. I checked my bank the other day. It's 0.025%. It's pretty exciting. So $20,000 to get you $50 next year, something like that. So take some money off the table, leave some for your family, do your best. If you don't plan, you're planning to fail. Snippets.
Will you do just the name and introduction for me?
Okay.
I'm going to have you do it probably 2 or 3 times. If you
Okay.
don't mind, just so we make
Sure.
sure we have that one
Yeah.
airtight.
How long an introduction do you want?
Real short and sweet.
Okay.
Most succinct you can get it.
All right. Hey, I'm Paul Roth. I'm a producer for Freedom Brokers.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm Paul Roth. I'm one of
That's
those.
okay.
Yeah. It happens all the time,
Every
doesn't it?
time.
Absolutely. Darn, this is my first one too. I'm Paul Roth. I'm a producer for Freedom Brokers.
Perfect. Will you give me that and then add in Marion or in Southern Illinois?
Okay. I'm Paul Roth. I'm a producer for Freedom Brokers in Marion, Illinois.
Beautiful. Paul, Freedom Brokers has a really interesting view on leaving a legacy behind. Why should someone call Freedom Brokers if they're concerned about their legacy they're leaving behind, both financial and other?
Well, part of my generation is that we need to take some time, take a look at our lives, and plan ahead. What's our legacy going to be? How do we want to be remembered? Do we want to be remembered as someone who is a giving person, someone who's leaving something for the next generation? Let's leave something for the generation behind us. Take care of our family first, look at our retirement, see that we've got ourselves taken care of, and leave some to the next generation. One of the worst things that ever happened to me, and this is really what happened one time, my father-in-law passed away. They had hired a mariachi. My wife's Hispanic. They had hired a mariachi. And we're in the hearse trying to get the little coins out of people's money that they left for the church to pay the mariachi because nobody planned for it. If you don't plan for something, you've got no plan. You plan to fail. So what we're trying to do with the legacy is think ahead, plan ahead, do something good for yourself, do something good for your family. Whether you've got the old life insurance or the new life insurance, there's a huge difference between the two of them. If you're looking at CDs versus annuities, there's a huge return difference in between the two of them. If you're looking at CDs and annuities, there's a huge return difference. One of the things that you really need to take a look at is if you've got what you need, what are you going to do with it?
So when you talk about the ways that Freedom Brokers can specifically help you leave a legacy, what are the different ways that Freedom Brokers can help you leave a legacy? What are the categories? Just a short, sweet sound bite.
First thing, see what you've got. 2, plan. 3, do.
And when you say do, somebody who's not familiar with the different ways they can leave a legacy behind, we're talking about life insurance, we're talking about annuities, we're talking about making sure that the next generation, you're leaving something for them. Can you break that down for me a little bit?
Yeah, life insurance is one of the few things in the IRS code that's left that is not taxable to your heirs. So if you leave them cash, they're going to pay cash on the estate. They're going to have to pay taxes on the estate, and whatever you put in the life insurance policy normally gets multiplied. So by the time it gets to your heirs, they have tax-free multiplied amount of money that goes to them.
So, if you're
And
somebody,
35-year-olds need it too.
so if you're somebody who is,
He's laughing.
if you're somebody who
So do
is,
27-year-olds.
21.
That's,
who's up, if you're somebody who is, looking at that point in your life where you probably should do something, and you know it's time, what one piece of advice would you give them to make them want to pick up the phone and give you a call?
that's going to be a delay.
What if you're specifically talking to that person who's out there watching this,
Yeah.
who knows they should have a plan but has been procrastinating? What would you tell them?
Start. I've seen too many people die without one. Good question. Do it now. We're not promised tomorrow. Do it now.
And you just said something really profound that you've seen too many people, pass away who haven't taken the time to think about the legacy they're leaving behind. And what that does is that leaves their next generation with questions. It leaves their next generation maybe arguing or fighting about money or even just struggling with
Yeah.
money. So will you share that? That was a really emotional moment, right? I saw it. Will you share that for me just a little bit of that you've seen too many people who have not done it and they regret it?
The burden you leave on your family is incredible. It's tough enough to deal with death. It's tougher still to deal with death and no money. It's tougher still to deal with death and know that there's no plan. It's tougher still to deal with all those brothers, sisters, family members that you may not have gotten along with. So plan it. It's going to happen. You insure your house. You don't know if it's going to burn. You insure your car. You don't know if you're going to get in a wreck. But you do know you're going to die.
And so that person who's sitting there, who's been procrastinating, and maybe they've been procrastinating for years or decades even,
Yeah,
right? They
yeah.
know they should do something. It's not hard.
No.
If they pick up the phone and they give you a call, you can help them figure out what the next step looks like.
I've been there. I understand. I understand exactly where they're coming from. I feel your pain. I've dealt with it. One of the things that changed my life was the first time as an insurance agent that someone had bought a life insurance policy. And when they passed away, everyone else was bringing a casserole. And I brought a check. I'm the hero.
Yeah. Yeah, and what that does when you lose somebody and you lose their income and you lose the certainty of having them, if that's you, if that's your wife who's having to deal with that, you want to leave them something so that
Right.
you know they're taken care of. And that taking this moment to pick up the phone could be that difference right now.
Absolutely. Every year there's a group of industry organization called Life Happens. And they have a scholarship. And the scholarship is for children who have suffered through the fact of not having life insurance. And every year I judge 38 stories of not having life insurance. And there's some sad stories. Most of these kids are all in high school. Everybody's struggling. People seem to think that life insurance is expensive. For young people, it's very inexpensive. The story about the son who watched his father get stabbed by his girlfriend in front of him. The one whose brother got killed in a drive-by shooting. It happens. We don't know when it's going to happen. A local minister lost control on a bus on the way back from Holiday World. It happens. He was in my daughter's class. He had a wife and 2 daughters. I knew him well. These things happen. Let's prepare.
So one of the things I want to do now is, because we're only going to have about 20 seconds
Sure,
of
yeah.
actual footage,
Yeah.
I want to get really, really succinct, and I want to try and stay positive, because of course this is a heavy subject.
Yeah.
I want to just try and tie up a couple pieces of some of the big
But-
things we've done.
So one of the things that we can do with life insurance is celebrate someone's life. We can get excited, tell the stories, be happy about someone's life, rather than dealing with the bad details that come with them. It's tough enough, but let's deal with the celebration of life. Let's deal with the celebration, looking back, leaving something, and saying, hey, my life meant something to somebody.
Absolutely.
That was good.
Tie in for me the Freedom Brokers piece to it, right?
Okay.
So if you want us to protect or insure your legacy, by
Sure.
picking up the phone and calling Freedom Brokers, we can help you.
Right.
And then what products specifically, maybe?
Okay.
As short and as succinct as possible.
Right.
Because we've got a ton of really good stuff. Now I want the pieces to be able to manipulate.
All right, you can make me look an idiot or a genius. I don't understand that.
We'll make you beautiful, I promise.
Okay. Can you give me hair?
Right? That's the whole, that afro. I feel like that would look good. Maybe
Hey.
cake.
I had hair at 21 too, so watch out. Okay.
Protecting your legacy with
Yeah.
Freedom Brokers.
Yeah. Let me focus here. How to get started? Call Freedom Brokers. Protect your legacy. How can you get started? Simply pick up the phone and call Freedom Brokers.
What's Freedom Brokers going to do when I call? And again, we're gonna help you make the right decision. We're only selling the phone call right now.
Right.
So all we're looking for is not maybe going into all the detail, but like when you call Freedom Brokers, we'll help you figure out what you need and how to ensure that you leave the legacy behind that you want to.
Okay? When you call Freedom Brokers, we're the experts. We'll help you plan that legacy for your loved ones.
I have no idea.
Is that your computer?
I have no idea. You heard too?
Yeah, huh? She's on hold with Erie. Go ahead and go in. She's on hold. That's Erie's music.
You might turn it down just in time for like take that. That's fine.
I couldn't figure out what in the
Oh,
world
I've heard that music ad nauseum.
I thought it was an ice cream truck outside.
Nah.
I seriously thought an ice cream truck.
I, well, I was thinking like a little kid's video game or something.
No, like I said, I've heard that music way too long.
Alright,
So,
cool.
so tying up how
Okay.
Freedom Brokers is going to help specifically in a nice succinct soundbite.
Okay?
When you call Freedom Brokers, we're going to help you protect your legacy through these products.
When you call Freedom Brokers, we'll help you. Try that one again.
Okay?
Call Freedom Brokers today, and we'll be glad to help you with your legacy. That's not good. Call Freedom Brokers, and you can have a remarkable retirement and leave a great legacy. Call Freedom Brokers, and you can have a remarkable retirement and leave a great legacy.
Beautiful. I like that one a lot. Will you do one more that it says that will help you?
Okay.
I would like to use that line too.
Call Freedom Brokers, and we'll help you have a remarkable retirement and leave a great legacy for your family.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect.
That was great. That was great. I want to close.
Same number.
Same thing. Phone number. You
Okay.
don't need area code, so just the 7-digit phone number. So give us a call today. And again, we'll try that
Sure.
a couple different ways. And with the phone
All right?
number.
Give us a call today at 364-0378 here in Marion, Illinois.
Perfect. That was great. Will you do that 2 more times for me?
2 more times for me.
Yeah. My digital manager would love you. She's the queen of the dad joke.
Yeah.
She's got it just down.
Yeah. We had a dad joke contest last week with my daughter.
It was dangerous.
I won, man.
All right.
Okay. Here's the question of the day. If you sold insurance to a transformer, would it be life insurance or car insurance?
Well,
Yeah.
double coverage is always better.
There you go.
Plus 2 commissions.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Phone number.
Call 364-0378 today.
Okay. Will you
Okay.
give me one with Call Freedom Brokers at?
Call Freedom Brokers at 364-0378.
Perfect. One more time for me and you're perfect.
Call Freedom Brokers at 364-0378.